Hi, in week 5 we are learning to sort our Annie chart, to categorize the ideas in our Annie chart and sort them so that we can transition from the invention stage to the arrangement stage. Um, First of all, if you see here a little brief summary of the 5 common topics: definition, comparison, circumstance, relationships, and authority. That's what we were introduced to in lesson 4. Now that we've used the 5 common topics and what we've learned before to do our Annie chart, now what we want to learn to do is to sort or to organize our ideas with common themes, common concepts. That way we can work better in transitioning to the arrangement process. It's kind of like setting up iTunes and having your albums, your songs, your playlists, and so forth, and puts everything in order so that you can retrieve and understand and move things around more easily. So what the LTW teaches is that you can use symbols to categorize or sort your affirmative and negative columns. Okay, they suggest that you practice doing both, even though when you begin this process, you may already know what issue, if you want to support the affirmative or the negative, you may already know that. But they say, have your students practice doing the affirmative and the negative. This will prepare them for the future when they need to be able to foresee possible objections and know how to respond to them. So anyways, what we're going to do in categorizing our affirmatives and negatives to help us to transition to arrangement is we're going to again use symbols or colors. Notice I have my symbols with colors highlighted as well, so because you can use either or both. So I have an example of my Annie chart. It's changed a little bit from week 4, and I've gone through and I've tried to identify common ideas within I just did it with the affirmative within the affirmative. And what I found in doing this is that the 5 common topics were supposed to help us come up with ideas, but categorizing these things really helped me sharpen my ideas and to clarify my ideas as well. So remember what the affirmative and the negatives are. They're proofs or reasons for or against a certain issue. So we've accumulated these, and again, the more ideas you have, the better. And we could have gone further with this. What I have here could be analyzed and changed, and and so forth. But as I was doing this, I found I could see ahead where you're going to even expound on what you have within your not just your Annie chart, but primarily your outline. So if you were to pause your video, you could see what I've done here to compare with what you may have already tried. And then I've categorized, and now I'm going to put all my ideas in order. Okay, so each of these symbols represents a certain category. I've named those categories. Okay, according to their symbols, I've given them a name. These are my proofs. And then all the ideas under that or within that category are going to be my subproofs. Okay, so these will be my proofs in my outline, and the others will be my subproofs. Okay, and then I've circled my strongest points, what I felt were the strongest proofs and subproofs. Again, the red circles are the subproofs. And now I'm ready to, and again, this process took a little while, and now I'm ready to move on into my outline form. So in outline form, just like what we did before, except now instead of just a proof, we have our subproofs. We only have one complete sentence, the thesis. We have our enumeration, our exposition, and then my proofs and my subproofs are written. If you were to take the time to look at it, you would notice I tried to put them in an order that was more supportive and carried more weight, would carry more weight to the reader. So feel free to pause the video at any point in this thing if you want to stop and look at what I have written. Okay, I hope that is helpful. Thank you for watching.